Welcome to another video of the series. This video, we're going to go over techniques to determine malicious activity. And we're going to start with monitoring Windows event logs with the PowerShell script. Now, before I get into that, just a quick tidbit, just to go over cyber professionals, they usually constantly monitor the networking environment for malactivity, right? So monitoring log files on a Windows system, Windows OS, is one of the most common ways to detect environmental anomalies, right? So it can be repetitive just a bit. So with the PowerShell script that's going to be created that I do utilize in this task, it's going to retrieve specific Windows event logs that might indicate malicious activity. So to get started, I'll go to Tools and then Group Policy Management. Where is it here? And then open this up here, open that up there, open that up there. Click pop up, and there should be something else here. All right, policies, Windows security. Then another, let's see, local policies. Actually, let me, not this one. And then I believe it's this one. Yeah, let's take a look there. I want to make sure. I don't know why it does that. Make sure all of these are checked up. Why does it keep doing it? Close that and close that as well. And then I'm going to open up the Windows firewall. Allow an app. And we're going to enable remote service management. Monitor event log management. Also domain. Just do all of them. I really don't need to. I just need to make sure the domain is tapped here, but just to cover all my bases here. So I'm actually going to, let's see. I want to do this for this server as well. So just a moment. All right, perfect. So I've restarted both servers just to make sure everything was intact as far as the firewall settings that I had and group policy management as well. So now we're going to move forward with generating logs for evaluation. So the logs must be generated to simulate a brute force attack on a lab device. So a script file is going to be created to achieve on this particular server to simulate that brute force. All right, so just going to open up the terminal here. Okay, perfect. So let's get started with this command here. I don't know what that is. Logs. Oh, how does it already have it? Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's see. Specified. All right, so we're good. So it'll take the script will take a couple minutes to execute. There's usually no output to the screen. So I'm just going to just minimize that window, just still do it in the background. So now I'm just going to get into creating a logon event script using the PowerShell ISE. So failed logon attempts may indicate, of course, a brute force attack or dictionary attack. So a cyber professional, they have to monitor failed logon events to prevent these attacks, of course. So let's take a look at this server to use the PowerShell. Let's see. All right, perfect. So we have have everything started here with the new, well, the server. So let's get this started. The PowerShell. That's not how you spell power. Actually, let me, okay, it's already there. Perfect. So it's gonna, should be here. So just going to place some scripting here. For to type it out. No, wait, what? Oh, okay. No worries. It should be, there it is. That's better. Okay, perfect. Now let's post. Right. 65. It's start time. Actually, we need the period here. Pipe. Okay. For some reason it doesn't like my pipe. But it's going to get my pipe. Take this pipe. All right, perfect. So there's my script. Now it's essential to keep script formatting kind of displayed like this to ensure functionality. All right, so just gonna hit save here. Let's see, where should I save it? I'll just save it to this. Well, documents is fine. Yeah, this will work. All right, perfect. So now I can close this out since I have it saved. So let's see, terminal. Right. So let's get everything executed. Let's see. Because I can't spell. Perfect. There it is. So now we can do documents. Perfect. All right, so now we can get to this function. That's one. No. See, I'm checking not found. I don't like that. That's good. All right, so let me make sure. There it is. I found it. Still not found. What's going on? Figure this out. All right, so we got the outgrid view up and running. So just to really quick, I had some issue with shell script from my initial document that I created, and I went ahead and fixed it, and then it allowed the for the dialog box to populate here. So for the output that's on the screen that populated from this command here, it can be seen that several attempts have happened to access the account. So to create a script that I have here, initially from the PowerShell ISE, it displays the logs for the last day of the first 100 events, right? So this is an indication of a brute force attack on the account, unfortunately. So the event ID for successful logins is 4624 and 4625 for failed login, right? All right, and you can see that right here. And several other event IDs are available that can be used to monitor events on a device. Also, so I'm just going to close all these windows, find out if we've gotten that information. Close this out here. All right, perfect. So preventing a brute force attack. So now that we determined an attempt was actually made on the account, so then at this point, a cyber professional would need to be able to implement measures to prevent these type of attacks, right? So let's see, I'm going to pivot over to this manager, the server here rather, and then let's see, should be able to, here we go, back to our group policy. Yeah, so it wants to work for me. All right, we're in the default domain policy. Should be a pop-up window that I'm waiting for, but looks like it's not going to come this time. That's okay. I'm going to hit edit here. All right, computer. You're at policies and window settings and security settings, account policies, right? And account lockout policy. Actually. All right, perfect. Then account lockout threshold. And how many do you guys think? I think I want to do 5. Set apply. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. All right, and then so now we need to update the group policy. Updating. Perfect. There we go. And I'm going to pivot over here. Pretty much do the same. Perfect. So now pivot over here. All right. Let's get the simulator open. And sudo. There it is. Course. Perfect. All right, so now that's running. I'm going to reconnect back here. I'm going to start the PowerShell ISE. I'm just going to open what I created earlier. Let's see. So I'm going to change it to DC 01 and 4740 for the ID. Here. Perfect. Now also on the, let's see. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. Account that was locked out. All right, perfect. For the pop-up box. That's what we want. That's what we wanted to see. So from the results, it could be seen that the account was locked up to several failed attempts rather. So that's preventing the brute force attack. So it indicated that the applied policy was successful in preventing the attack, fortunately. So now this allows us to move on to our next task, which will be getting into at least the overarching thing for the next few tasks will be to monitor login events on Linux devices. So again, being a cyber professional and making sure that everything is good to go with monitoring the environment for malactivity. So let's actually pivot over to here, this particular server. All right, perfect. So we have everything up and running. So I'm going to open up the terminal here. And we're going to do sudo last W, and then it should ask me up for password. And we're in. All right, perfect. So as executing that command, it just displays the user's time and data and date that they logged into the system as far as that account. So the administrator can use this information to determine if unauthorized access to the device was gained. So let's actually take a look at the last reboot. All right, perfect. So executing this command, pretty much exactly how it sounds, displays when the system was last restarted, so it can determine if the servers were rebooted without the admin's knowledge. So let's do one more. Then, all right, perfect. So this command executes. It displays the user's the time and the IP address that was used to log into the server. So now that we've gotten that info, let's pivot over to, let's see, this server here. And actually, okay, I got the PowerShell already open. All right, perfect. So let's do, oh, okay. Let me take this up. Let's see, ACI admin. And let's do that. Actually, I added something additional. Let's see. Let's see if I can actually. I should close it. Thought it will let me refresh. All right, let's get out of there. Actually, this is where I made my mistake because the keyboard doesn't like to cooperate for some reason. All right. I should have asked it for a password. Let's see. No. Yes. And password. Huh? Okay. Okay, let's fix that. All right, so it looks like that the password that's being entered is not working to purposely to test it out. So it'll actually, yep, permission denied, and then gives us a bit of additional information here. So the connection is refused after 5 attempts. You can actually see that, let's see, it was somewhere, there it is. 5 failed login attempts since the successful last login, blah, 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 blah. Authenticity can't be established. So after trying to continue to connect to the other device using the SSH connection, secure shell. So now I'm just going to pivot over to the other server and just make sure that the terminal is open, which looks like it still is. That's good. So we can do. And then for the password, we need. Let's see. Password. Okay. And it work. That's fine. So we're going to pivot over here, right? So that PowerShell is open. So let's try the secure shell here. These guys don't in. So a 3 failed login attempts to the last successful login. So I'm just going to reconnect here. And then let's take a look here. And then just pretty much displaying the users that are currently logged in. And it can be seen that the admin, at least the ACIA admin user is locally logged in and connected through a secure shell session. But a professional, cyber professional can monitor these logins to assure only authorized users access the devices on the network. So these commands work run on a local system, but these logs can be aggregated on the remote device running a SIM application where several devices can be monitored. But we've reached the end of the video as far as the techniques to determine malicious activity. Just for a brief recap, we've done a few things. We monitored Windows event logs with the PowerShell script, and we monitored login events on Linux devices. So I'll be able to catch you guys in the next video where we'll talk about vulnerable scanning tools, or vulnerability rather, scanning tools and techniques. So I'll see you there.